This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Good evening and welcome to the Mini Dome on the campus of Shelton High School for tonight's non-league boys basketball game between the Shelton Highclimbers and the Hoquiam Grizzlies. I'm Dedrick Allan. We have back-to-back games for Shelton, which needed overtime to knock off a cross-county rival North Mason last night, 67-65. Tyler Geraldus hit the winning basket from the baseline with 4 seconds remaining. The Highclimbers ended a 3-game losing skid behind Kyle Kimball's 18 points, Marshall McCullough's 16. Geraldus finished with 12. Caleb Hitzman added to 10, and Jason Kenyon chipped in 9. Shelton evened its overall record of 3-3. Hoquiam comes into tonight's game with a 5-3 record. The Grizzlies are coming off a 79-45 win over Castle Rock on Monday and have a 2-game win streak. Hoquiam scored over 20 points in each of the first 3 quarters against the Rockets. The Grizz are averaging 68 points per game, while the Highclimbers have a 62-point average. Is Shelton rested enough to make it 2 wins in a row? Or will Hoquiam knock off the bigger school and extend their streak to 3? We are just moments away from finding out. Coming up, we will talk with the Highclimbers assistant coach Darren Marshall. It's boys high school basketball, the Hoquiam Grizzlies at the Shelton Highclimbers, next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
If you are interested in how our local government works, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, gives you the opportunity to watch our elected officials in action. Every Monday you can watch the Shelton City Commission, while you can catch the Mason County Commission every Tuesday. These are live broadcasts, but you can also watch them online at your leisure or tune into a rebroadcast on Hoquiam Communications local channel. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, your source for local information.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore, and frustration a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy and giving up impossible. I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought and unconventional methods common. I'm a teacher. I make more.
I'm a one. Got a little bit of kick to it.
Houston, do you copy?
Coach Darren Marshall, you got to lead the team to victory, but you needed overtime last night.
Hopefully we don't do that again tonight. So they had a night off, so we want to keep our legs. Hopefully we can get it done in 4 tonight. So, but I think the kids are ready. They seemed a little more focused today coming in. So because they were kind of disappointed on the way they played last night. So I think they'll be ready to go.
When in the second half, when the North Mason switched to a zone and you were trying to find seams and you settled for threes, and that kind of let them get back in it.
It did, yeah. We shot 2 of 22 from the 3 last night, so we're hoping that, we can attack and kick and do it that way instead of just taking that quick 3-pointer. So we'll see. Hopefully a few of them will drop tonight too. I said most of them were pretty good shots. They just weren't falling. So hopefully we shoot better from the 3 and the foul line tonight.
Now, Hoquiam tonight, just based on what I'm watching in the JV, they're shooters. They like to shoot.
They are. I think they got 4th in state last year at 1A, and they have everybody back, and they got a couple transfer kids. So we know they're tough. They've played a really tough, lot of 2A, 3A schools already, so it's going to be a heck of a game. Like I say, we've played them 3 years. This is our 3rd year in a row, and we haven't beaten them yet. They got us by a couple points each game, so the kids really want to come out and beat them. So.
There's a little change in your starting lineup. Is there a reason for that?
There is, yeah. The other kid came in, Colbinson, and played really good minutes for us last night, so we're just going to kind of change it up and let him get a start tonight because he deserved it, and kind of bring the other person off the bench and see if that can change anything up to start the game. So,
well, best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
Are you looking for an affordable TV service option?
Hood Canal Communications has good news.
Introducing HCC IPTV.
Get local Seattle TV at an affordable price without lengthy contracts or hidden fees.
IPTV uses your broadband connection from HCC.
For a limited time, get your first 3 months for free.
Need broadband? HCC has got you covered. Ask about broadband options in your area. Call 898-2481 today.
Learn more at hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
I lost my mother to a drunk driver. She taught me to be kind and good and strong. Be a positive force in a sometimes cruel world. I want to do everything I can to keep Washington a beautiful place. For my children, for your children. Become a Washington State Trooper.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only place where you can find live coverage of high school basketball in Mason County. We are featuring the Shelton Highclimbers and the North Mason Bulldogs, and your business can join in. For as low as $15 a game, you can show your support for these student athletes. Whether you are a high climber or a bulldog or just want to be part of the excitement on the hardwood, we have the advertising package that will fit your needs. Contact Mason Web TV, powered by HCC today, and show your support.
In my grocery store, you never know what's around the corner. It's not just about the groceries, it's about the game. And there's always a twist. Sorry, this one's called 5 items or less.
Stop working!
Woo!
All new, Sunday night at 8. Guys Grocery Games on Food Network.
Back at the menu room, time for the national anthem. Nice job. National anthem here at the Mini Dome. Time for starting lineups. We will start out with the visiting Hoquiam Grizzlies here at the Mini Dome as they come in with a 5-3 overall record. So first starter is Zach Spradlin. He is a 5'8 senior. Anthony Nash, a 6'1 senior. Jared Steen, a 5'8 senior. Jack Adam the third, a 6'1 senior, and Jance Varner, 6'2 senior. For the Highclimbers, a little change in the starting lineups that we alluded to in the pregame. Kyle Kimball gets his starting nod, 6'3 senior. Marshall McCullough, a 6'1 senior. Here's the change. Travis Colbinson gets the starting job tonight in place of Caleb Hitzman. He is a 6' junior. Tyler Giraldus, a 6'5 senior. And Jason Kenyon, a 5'8 sophomore. So those are your starting fives. It's Colbinson. I'm sorry. It is Kimball, McCullough, Colbinson, and Giraldus, and Kenyon for the Highclimbers. For the Grizzlies, it's Spradlin, Nash, Steen, Adam, and Varn. We're moments away from the tip-off, and we'll get to that in a moment. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
If you are interested in how our local government works, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, gives you the opportunity to watch our elected officials in action. Every Tuesday, you can watch the Mason County Commission. These live broadcasts air at 9 a.m., except on the fourth Tuesday of a month when the County Commission meets at 6 p.m. You can also watch the County Commissioners online at your leisure or tune into a rebroadcast on Hood Canal Communications local channel. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only place to find this type of in-depth coverage.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Back at the Mini Dome. Dedrick Allan at the top of the stands as usual, across from the scorer's table. Getting ready for this non-league basketball battle between the Hoquiam Grizzlies, who are on the court and in their dark red uniforms, against the Shelton Highclimbers in their home white. It'll be Giraldus and Adams, which will meet at center court. Get this thing underway. And here we go. Ball is tipped and won by the Grizzlies. There comes Steen. Over to the corner. And that's Adams. Adams drives baseline. Puts the pass out to Nash. Nash will hand it off. The Hoquiam Grizzlies with their first possession. Down it goes to Varner. Varner cut it to Spradlin. Misses the shot. Rebound goes to the Highclimbers. Up it goes to Kimball. Kimball to the hoop. Plays it off the glass and in. And the Grizzlies coming right back. Down to Nash. Nash out. It goes to Steen. The Steen will hit the three. So 1 point lead early for Hoquiam. As Kenyon crosses midcourt, gets it over to McCullough. McCullough up top to Giraldus, over to Kimball. Kimball into the corner to Colbinson. Down to McCullough, stolen away almost, and then a foul on the Grizzlies. Actually, no, it's not on the Grizzlies. It's going to be on White. So it's going to be the first whistle. It's going to go on the Highclimbers. No, wait a minute. Now I'm really confused here. So they're going to give it to Shelton. Baseline inbounds, so left of the backboard. It's like McCullough will trigger it, throw it in to Kimball. Over to Giraldus. Up top to Kenyon. Kenyon will set back set the offense. He'll drive the foul line into the paint. Little runner goes in. Or doesn't go in, excuse me, misses it, but there is another whistle on. Actually, it's the first whistle on the Grizzlies. Waiting for the post foul. I didn't see who it was on. I was on 23. That's Jack Adams picked up the first foul. And Jason Kenyon's at the line for 2 free throws. Got the first one. Tie ball game early on. Kenyon will get another one. Kenyon taking his time. Second one up and in. Steen speeds up the court to the foul line, bounces it down, and up top it goes. 3 on the way, but missing it, putting it up and in will be Adams. Off the rebound, offensive second chance point. That's Colbinson on the far side. To Giraldus up top. To Kimball, side of the paint, draws a double team, finds McCullough cutting to the hoop. Oh, come up short on the layup. Rebound pulled down by Nash. And here comes Adams. Adams hands it off to Steen. Down the baseline, and Colbinson came away nearly with a pick, but recovered by the Grizzlies, and nailing the 3 is Adams. And here comes Kenyon for the Highclimbers. Trailing by 4. That's Giraldus, handed off to Kimball. Kimball lost the handle, but it goes right over to McCullough. And we have a whistle under the basket. I guess that was 3 in the key. Grizzly ball early on. Steen gets it, and there's a quick whistle on the inbounds. Actually, it's going to go on whom? It'll be an offensive foul on the Grizzlies. Jarrett Steen. Second team foul. Highclimber ball left of the backboard on the baseline. McCullough will trigger the play. Throws it in, or actually bounces it into Kenyon. Kenyon will dribble up top and set the offense for Shelton. Trailing by 4 here early. Nice ball handling. And there's Colbinson, fakes the 3. He is tripped and fouled, and that should go on Varner. Yep, it does. It's his first. 3 team fouls on Hoquiam. None as of yet on the Highclimbers. Sideline inbounds for the Highclimbers. Colbinson will trigger the play. Throw it into the corner to McCullough, down to Kimball. Kimball, baseline jumper. That's spun all the way around and dropped in. 4 points for Kyle. And quickly come the Grizzlies the other way. And a couple of second chance points here. There's a foul on the Highclimbers. That'll go on Marshall McCullough. That's his first. At the line for 2 free throws, it's going to be Jack Adams. He has 5 points, and this is the first trip to the line for the Grizzlies. Caleb Hitzman's getting ready to check in for the Highclimbers. And Jack is short on the first one. And Colbinson will get to sit down. A nice start for him. Very active. So Caleb Hitzman is on the court as the 6th man. Second free throw is short. Rebound pulled down by Hitzman. And he'll get it up to McCullough. McCullough to Kimball. Kimball to the bucket. Put it up a little too hard. And the rebound goes to Varner. Hand it off to Steen, and Steen will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Bring it over near side. There's a Spradlin. Up top it goes to Varner. Over to Steen, opposite side. Looking for the guy on the box, and that's Adams. Adams double teamed. Drives in, puts it up. Missed the shot. Tap up doesn't fall. The rebound goes to McCullough. McCullough trapped in the corner, finds Giraldus. Now up to Kenyon. Kenyon all up to McCullough. McCullough to the baseline, turns around beyond the 3-point arc. Had it poked out of his hands and out of bounds. Good, quick hands by Anthony Nash. Stays with the Highclimbers. Trailing by 2 here early. Well, almost halfway through the first quarter. Kenyon has it for the Highclimbers, over to McCullough. McCullough to Kimball. To Giraldus beyond the 3-point arc. Back to Kyle Kimball. Jab steps to Giraldus, and there's Hitzman. Hitzman had the ball slapped out of his hands. He managed to control it. No look pass down to Giraldus. with a couple on the shot clock, and he nailed it. Tie ball game. Here come the Grizzlies. Varner gets it to Adams, and now a high post feed. To Varner, to Steen. And that is Nash. And the Highclimbers can't save it in bounds. It stays with the Grizzlies with 11 on the shot clock. And there's a shot clock. Okay. So the Grizzlies have a baseline inbounds to the left of the backboard, are all along the side, that side of the key, and checking into the ball game is Victor James for the Grizzlies. Varner will inbounds it to Spradlin. Gives it right back. That was James. Over it goes, driving to the hoop and putting it up and in is Spradlin. At the hoop and the harm. Hitzman picked up his first personal, second team foul. Spradlin will be at the line for the possible three-point play. He finishes it. So it's a three-point lead for the Grizzlies. Jason Kenyon will bring it up for Shelton. Hooks a pass out, and we have a foul away from the ball. That'll go on, looks like it's going to go on Jared Steen. It's his second, fourth team foul on Grizzlies. So McCullough will trigger the play from the foul line, extended opposite side, gets it inbounds, and here is the Jason Kenyon. Over goes to Caleb Hitzman. Hitzman avoids the guys diving at it. And now there's a steal by Spradlin. He puts it up short, no whistle. Rebound goes to Giraldus. Finds Kenyon. Kenyon, 2-on-1, takes it to the hole himself, draws the foul. Now Ryan Espinal checked in and picked up a foul at the line for a couple of free throws. Jason Kenyon. Ooh, he missed the rim and everything. That's first one. He'll get another one. As Marshall McCullough will give it rest, and Travis Colbinson is back in the ballgame for Shelton. Second free throw for Kenyon. He's 2 for 3 now. And he hit the second one. Make it 3 for 4, and a quick pass up to Espinal, and he'll kick it over to James. James one-hands it, but sticking his big paw out there is Tyler Giraldus, snagging that ball out of the air. And here come the Highclimbers. And Kenyon goes to the floor fighting for the ball, and there's a tie up. That'll stay with the Highclimbers. 2:40 to go in the first quarter, 11-9. Hoquiam with the lead, Shelton with the ball. Jason Kenyon gets the inbound from the sidelines. Over goes to Colbinson. Now to Kimball, to Giraldus, to Hitzman. Hitzman down to the box, and Colbinson overplayed and knocked out of bounds. And that will go over to Red. I got the 2 turnovers on the Highclimbers, only 1 so far for the Grizzlies. And a near steal, and actually there's a fight for it, and another jump ball that'll stay with the Grizzlies. So sideline inbounds. Adams will trigger the play. Checking back into the ball game will be Marshall McCullough, and Jason Kenyon will sit down. So sideline inbounds for the Grizzlies with the 2-point lead. Inbounds goes to Espinal, and he'll throw it across court, and it is saved, but ping-pongs out of bounds, and that will be the second turnover on the Grizzlies. It'll be Highclimber ball. Hitzman will inbounds it near midcourt. We'll get it in to McCullough in backcourt. And Caleb gets the ball back to run the offense for the Highclimbers. Over to McCullough. McCullough handed off to Colbinson. Colbinson to the hoop, put it up a little too hard. Rebound pulled down by the Grizzlies. Speeding up the other way is Werner. Up top for three that's short was Adams. He got his own rebound, goes right to the hole, puts it up and in. 7 points for actually Adams, and a quick little timeout. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Emerging science indicates access to high-speed internet during the school years can lead to positive outcomes, including, but not limited to, streamlined acquisition of data, academic achievement, career advancement, satisfying relationships, cuter children, joy. Our scientific conclusion? Call now and get the HCC Internet and Voice Bundle for the everyday low price of $44.95. Call today and save.
Highclimber ball coming out of the timeout. 4-point lead for the Grizzlies after the Adams putback off a missed three. Here comes Jason Kenyon for the Highclimbers. Over goes to Colbinson. Lost the ball off of his foot, saves it to Geraldus, finds Kenyon. Kenyon hooks it down to Colbinson off the glass and in for Travis's first basket of the night. And here come the Grizzlies right back. Heading right to the hoop and putting it up and in, Adams. And a steal on the inbounds and putting it up and in is Spradlin. Plus the foul. Kenyon picked up his first. 3 team fouls on the Highclimbers. Let's see here. Kimball returns to the lineup for the Highclimbers. The 3-point play goes for Spradlin. 6 points for Spradlin. Entering the Highclimbers, trailing by 7 now. Hitzman drives to the foul line, runner in the paint, puts it up, missed it, rebound. Kimball out to Kenyon, fakes the three, slips and got it to McCullough. Over goes to Kimball. Kimball to Hitzman, fakes the three, drives to the box, and there's going to be a touch foul. And that is 6 team fouls on the Grizzlies. Second on Adams. Espindahl will return for the Grizzlies. And we have a number 44. I say it's Matt Brown, but I don't know for sure. Inbounds from the sidelines. McCullough down to Kimball to the poop, puts it up, dropped off, rebound to the Grizzlies. And here comes Hoquiam. Down it goes to Varner. Out to Spradlin. Into the corner. 3 on the way by Espinal that goes in. A 10-point lead for the Grizzlies. Kimball with it, far side, dribbling around. Traffic puts it off the glass and in. 6 points for Kyle. And the inbounds goes to Varner. And launching a 3 at the buzzer is James, and that'll do it for one. So the Hoquiam Grizzlies have a 21-13 lead after the first quarter. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only place for live coverage of high school basketball in Mason County. Our next broadcast is next Wednesday when the Shelton boys take on River Ridge in the North Thurston Holiday Tournament. Tip-off is 5:15 only on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Highclimber ball to start the second quarter. We are in the second. I haven't had a chance to change that. There's a little delay. And here we go. Kenyon brings it across. Hands it off to McCullough. To Colbinson down to Kimball on the baseline. Hooks it to Giraldez under the hoop. Out it goes to Kenyon. Kenyon for three. That's short. And got his own rebound. Out it goes to Kimball. Kimball will take the three. That goes off. Rebound tapped up by McCullough. No. Rebound pulled down by Varner. And here's Varner with it. Upper goes to Steen. Nice defense by Giraldez. Up it goes to Kimball. Kimball wisely turns around, hands it off to Colbins. It'll take the three in transition, in and out. Rebound, it's going to be McCullough over the top. McCullough just picked up his second, and it's the fourth team foul on Shelton. So Nashville inbounds it back court for the Grizzlies. He's got Adams with him and Steen. Sante Lopez will check in for the Highclimbers, replacing Colbinson. Inbounds will actually go to Varner. And here comes Nash. Over to Steen, and still at half court. Varner with it now. Hands it off to Espinal. I'm sorry, that's not Espinal, it's just Radlin. Nice hook pass down to Nash. Nash on the baseline. Hands it off to Cutter. That's to Steen. No, it was Rodlin who missed the layup, and the rebound goes to Giraldez for the Highclimbers. Here comes Kenyon. High post feed to Giraldez. Kimball will take the open three and hit it. 9 points for Kyle. The lead's now 5 for the Grizzlies. Steen with the ball, walking it up the court. Over it goes, and a steal by Hitzman. Hitzman lost it going the other way, and he'll turn it right back over. 6:05 to go in the half. Hoquiam with the lead in the ball. Nash will trigger the play. He'll get it in. And that's Varner over to Steen. And then Brodlin losing the ball. And coming up with it is Hitzman. Hitzman lost the ball there. And Giraldez is staying with it, and there's going to be a timeout called. Full timeout call. We'll step aside. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
5:46 to go here in the half. Hoquiam 21, Shelton 16. It will be Grizzly ball coming out of the timeout. working with Nash, Steen in backcourt. Steen is just going to be shy of the midcourt stripe. Shadowed all the way up court by Kenyon. Upper goes to the far side. Back to Steen. And there's going to be a foul on the Highclimbers. That'll go on Kyle Kimball. It's his fifth team foul for Shelton. It'll be baseline inbounds for the Grizzlies. Nash will trigger the play from the right side. Oh, a near knocking it out of bounds is going to be Kimball. Nice quick reaction as Nash was looking for Steen. So we'll do it again from that side. This time it'll be Adams with the inbounds. He'll one-handed all the way up to Werner. Tries to get it and is deflected into backcourt, and that'll be over and back. And I have 6 turnovers on the Grizzlies. Kenyon will bring it up. Get the ball back from Lopez, and now Kenyon's working the far side, losing the handle of the ball, and that will be a Grizzly ball coming the other way. Nash with a baseline jumper, and missed it. Rebound will go to Steen. Steen's putback will go in. Lopez will get it right back to Hitzman. Hitzman quickly up the court for Shelton. To the foul line, spins and tied up, and there's a jump ball called. And that goes over to the Grizzlies. So 7 turnovers on Shelton. McCullough will return for the Highclimbers. And Espinal will check in. Going a long ball down all the way to Nash. Nash hooks it to Werner, trailing. Nice little extra pass and off the glass and in. It'll be Adams. You can tell these gentlemen have played a lot together. The lead is back up to 9 for Hoquiam. There's Giraldus handing it off to Kimball. Kimball stops over to Giraldus. Giraldus trying to get a pass down to Lopez. It'll be touched by the Grizzlies. And out of bounds it'll go. Culbertson will step onto the court for the Highclimbers. And Lopez will sit down. And here comes Noah Benson as well. He's at the scorer's table for the Highclimbers. And Hitzman will sit down. So inbounds in the corner to Giraldus, quickly to McCullough. Back goes to Benson. Benson working on the foul line, spins to the bucket, lost the handle, got it right back, still fighting for it. And the ball gets to McCullough somehow. There goes to Kimball near midcourt. 3 on the shot clock, and Kimball launches a 3, comes up short, rebound pulled down by Espinal. He'll speed the other way for the Grizzlies. Hands it off. Adams for 3 at the top, no rebound. Kimball had it, loses it. Culbertson finally tracks it down, and here comes Benson. Quick over to McCullough for 3 in the corner, that's off. Rebound pulled down by the Grizzlies. Up it goes to Nash. Nash quickly the other way. Espinal for 3 in the corner. That's in. Nope, it's a 2. And a full timeout called as the Grizzlies are up 11. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
If you're interested in how our local government works, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, gives you the opportunity to watch our elected officials in action. Every Monday, you can watch the Shelton City Commission. These live broadcasts air at 6 p.m. on the first and third Monday of each month and at 2 p.m. on the other Mondays. However, you can watch the City Commissioners online at your leisure or tune into a rebroadcast on Hood Canal Communications local channel. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only place to find this type of in-depth coverage.
Are you looking for an affordable TV service option?
Hood Canal Communications has good news.
Introducing HCC IPTV.
Get local Seattle TV at an affordable price without lengthy contracts or hidden fees.
IPTV uses your broadband connection from HCC.
For a limited time, get your first 3 months for free.
Need broadband? HCC has got you covered. Ask about broadband options in your area. Call 898-2481 today.
Learn more at hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
High climber ball coming out of the timeout. McCullough, Hitzman, Colbinson, Giraldus, and Kimball on the court for Shelton. Hitzman will bring it up. Met at half court. Goes to the baseline. Kimball with a three, no. Rebound Colbinson, and he's fouled off after he grabbed it. And it's 1-1 for Travis. I believe that'll go on Nash. His first. So Travis Colbinson at the free throw line for a couple of free throws. Actually, for the 1-1, he'll hit the first one. He'll get the second one now. And he's cutting into this little lead for the Grizzlies. Second free throw. Short rebound pulled down by Nash. And then they're going to get Giraldus on the foul. His first, sixth team foul on the High Climbers. 3:22 to go here in the half. 10-point lead for the Grizzlies from Hoquiam. They have the ball. Inbounds to Steen. Steen trapped, splits the trap to Espedal. Espedal should have been called to travel, and then they finally, no, a timeout is called. Well, step aside. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
This is your brain. This is drugs.
Here we are back at the mini dome. It'll be Grizzly ball coming out of the timeout. Nash will inbounds it, throws it over the head of Giraldus, who blocks the shot. And then there's a foul on Kimball, I believe. But good effort by Varner. He's at the line for a couple of free throws now. 2 fouls on Kyle. So Jace Varner at the line, hit the first one. He'll get another one. Jason Kenyon steps back onto the court for the High Climbers, and Tyler Giraldus will sit down. And Spradlin will be checking in for the Grizzlies. As the second free throw is up and in for Varner. Here comes Jason Kenyon for the High Climbers. Near side, Hitzman down to go Kimball. Kimball draws a double team, triple team, shoves it over to Colbinson, who has it blocked, and here come the Grizzlies the other way. Nash to Adams. Adams going to go right to the hoop, lay it off the glass and in. 14 points for Jack Adams, the third. And this is the biggest lead of the night for the Grizzlies. And a turnover on the High Climbers. So Giraldus will step back onto the court. Marshall McCullough will sit down for the High Climbers. Grizzlies with the ball and a big lead. High Climbers are going to try some press here, as the inbounds is going to go by Varner. Varner looks for the long ball. He'll launch it across the court to Nash. Nash will get it, and we have a whistle under the basket. The other end away from the ball, and I believe we're going to have a foul on the Grizzlies. Espinal picked up a technical. So at the free throw line is going to be Caleb Hitzman as the Highclimbers get the ball back. And Hitzman short on the first free throw. They'll get another one. And he hit the second. So the Highclimbers will get the ball after the intentional foul away from the ball on that whole play. Or is it? I'm a little bit confused about what the call is here. Should be Highclimber ball. So 2 shots, no, it's not going to be Highclimber ball. Two shots and the ball is usually how it works. But they're going to give it to the Grizzlies. Well, they're going to figure this out somehow. It should be a white ball after the free throws, especially when you clear out the key. There you go. Now they got it right. Fresh refereeing crew in for this game. There were a couple of games earlier. C game and a JV game, I believe. And then oh, Hitzman almost turned it back over, but I guess not. So Hitzman will get it into Kenyon. And here come the Highclimbers. So Kenyon will hand it off to Colbinson, and there's going to be a foul on Spradlin. His first and the 8th team foul on the Grizzlies. So Travis Colbinson's at the line for the first of a 1-and-1. He had his 1 for 2 at the free throw line, his 3 points tonight. We only had 1 point last night. Yes, he did. First one goes in. He'll get another one. Cutting into this Hoquiam lead, which is now down to 12 without the clock running. Second one goes in for Travis. And here come the Grizzlies. And there's Werner. Werner driving to the baseline. Turnaround jumper for 3. Falls off, but tracking it down in the corner was Nash. Up it goes to Spradlin, and now he gets it right back, turns and shoots a 3 and hits it. 9 points for Zach tonight. Leads back up to 14. Here's Hitzman, who had the ball pass, tried to get it down to Giraldus on the baseline. It's deflected out of bounds. It'll be Highclimber ball. Left of the backboard. Hitzman will trigger the play and lob it into Kimball. Kimball to Kenyon. Kenyon drives to the hoop, bangs bodies, fade away at the foul line, pops out, rebound. Werner had it, but lost it off his hands. It'll be Highclimber ball on the baseline, trailing by 14. Hitzman will trigger the play from the left of the backboard again. In it goes to Colbinson in the corner. To Kimball. Kimball up top to Kenyon. Kenyon bounces it side of the paint to Giraldus. Draws a double team. Spins and lost the handle. Oh, they're going to say it goes up for the Grizzlies. Now they'll stay with the Highclimbers under the backboard. This time to the right side. Hitzman will trigger the play. Giraldus in the near corner. Looking for Kimball. Gets it to Kimball. Kimball over to Hitzman. Hitzman for 3. No. Rebound pulled down by the Grizzlies. Adams pass up the court, picked off by Kimball. Kimball hooks it to Colbinson, wasn't expecting that, and an extra pass down to Kenyon. Count the basket and the foul. These will go on Adams. That's his third. So Jason Kenyon's at the line for possible three-point play. Marshall McCullough will step back onto the court for the Highclimbers. Kyle Kimball will sit down. And the Highclimbers, Jason Kenyon at the line for possible three-point play. Missed it. Rebound pulled down by Werner. And another turnover the other way. And here comes the Highclimbers. Oh, and a turnover right back. Here comes the Spradlin. Over to Steen. Off the glass and in for Werner. And here come the Highclimbers back the other way. Hitzman backs out of traffic. And then he'll head right to the hoop, put it up, popped out, but the foul on the Grizzlies. It's 10 team fouls on Hoquiam. Personal foul. And it'll go on Victor James, his first. So at the free throw line is Caleb Hitzman for 2 free throws. First one in. He'll get another one. Espedal will return for the Grizzlies, and Dylan Paul will get some playing time here late in the quarter. And Sante Lopez will also step onto the court for Shelton, as Caleb Hitzman has another free throw. Short, and the rebound goes to Spradlin. And here comes Steen. Steen hands it off to Espedal. Espedal behind the back. Went off of the foot of the Highclimber. They're going to give that to the Highclimbers, however. .30 seconds to go here in the half. Highclimbers trail with the ball. Jason Kenyon. Hitzman for 3 at the top. It goes off. Rebound. Lopez had it. Recovered by Steen. Gets it up to Espedal. Espedal over to Spradlin. Spradlin to Steen. Steen to the three-point arc. Now it goes to Spradlin. Spradlin will spread it out. 6 and drive right to the hoop. Double clutching, and they will pop out. Rebound tapped and tapped up, and that'll be the half. So the first half ends with Hoquiam up 36-23. In the Mini Dome tonight, we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
I mean, I was just a kid. And you never knew what mood he was gonna be in when he came home. It was brutal. My dad, he would come home, and there's one time where
Good job, bring it back. Chad wasn't a football player per se. He was just a kid that needed to be a part of something. I don't think he had anyone as a role model or someone showing him what to do. It's okay, you're doing good. You're okay.
Coach Marr was the only person I really trusted in this town. You know, he was always there.
And I'm so proud of you. You've done well. Done well.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only place where you can find live coverage of high school basketball in Mason County. We are featuring the Shelton Highclimbers and the North Mason Bulldogs, and your business can join in. For as low as $15 a game, you can show your support for these student athletes. Whether you are a high climber or a bulldog, or just want to be part of the excitement on the hardwood, we have the advertising package that will fit your needs. Contact Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, today and show your support.
What do you think it would be like to teach? Chances are, you have no idea. Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, proving that greatness can be found in everyday places, and that you don't need to be famous to be unforgettable. That's what it's like to teach.
Back at the Mini Dome, Dedrick Allan. It is, excuse me, it is halftime with the Hoquiam Grizzlies leading the Shelton Highclimbers 36-23. The Grizzlies had a 14-point lead in the second quarter, and Highclimbers tried to cut into that, but could only get it down to 10. And that's where we stand here. The Grizzlies are being led by Jack Adams III. He has 14 points. Let's see, we have 9 for Zach Spradlin, 5 apiece for Ryan Espedal and Jarrett Steen, and 4 for Jace Varner. For the Highclimbers, their leading scorer is Kyle Kimball. He has 9, 5 for Travis Colmanson, 5 for Jason Kenyon, 2 for Tyler Giraldus and Caleb Hitzman. Turnovers, the Grizzlies have 1 more than the Highclimbers. They have 10. Highclimbers 9, of course. So that's where we sit at halftime here in the Mini Dome with the Hoquiam Grizzlies in the 1A classification on top of the Shelton Highclimbers in the 3A classification by that 36-23 score. We will take another timeout, and we'll be back with more from the Mini Dome at halftime here on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
Thanks to cell phones, you can call 911 from almost anywhere.
911, what's the address to your emergency? I just wrecked. Can you find where I'm at? I can't find where you're at.
But many people don't realize that cell phones and even smartphones don't always send location or GPS information when you call 911.
What road are you on? Were you on the highway? You can't find where I'm at. No, I need you to tell me what road you were on.
Since 911 dispatchers can't always tell the location of your emergency, they need your help.
It's the last turnoff right before Okanagan, and it's like 3 miles to Okanagan, I think. Did you go by the cemetery? We just passed the cemetery. Just past the cemetery. Okay. Are you sending anybody to look for us? I'm telling them right now. The other dispatcher is getting on the radio.
Every second counts in an emergency. If you identify your location when calling 911, help can be sent quicker. Help 911 help you know your location. An important message from your local 911 office and Washington State Emergency Management. Thanks to cell phones.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only place where you can find live coverage of high school basketball in Mason County. We are featuring the Shelton Highclimbers and the North Mason Bulldogs, and your business can join in. For as low as $15 a game, you can show your support for these student athletes. Whether you are a high climber or a bulldog, or just want to be part of the excitement on the hardwood, we have the advertising package that will fit your needs. Contact Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, today and show your support.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
And move over. When you see lights,
Vests or reflectors,
please give us some room. Slow down and move over. When you need us,
we've got your back.
You have ours.
You got our back?
You got ours? You got our back? Please, Slow down.
And move over.
Back at the Mini Dome, it is halftime. Varsity game between Hoquiam and Shelton. The Grizzlies lead the Highclimbers by a score of 36-23. I wanted to mention the JV game because that one earlier, before this one, went into double overtime and the Highclimbers snuck away with a 78-68 victory. The Highclimbers held the Grizzlies scoreless in that second overtime in that JV game. And again, that was a JV final of 78-68 over Hoquiam. Here tonight in the varsity game is the Grizzlies are out there on the court. Foul trouble may play into this. Let's see here. We have 3 on Jack Adams III, 2 on Ryan Espedal. That's for the Grizzlies. Everybody else has got 1 foul. For the Highclimbers, Kyle Kimball has 2, Marshall McCullough has 2. So we'll keep an eye on Adams for the Grizzlies. He is their leading scorer. He has 14 points. He had 10 in the first quarter and only 4 in the second. But in his absence or limited playing time, the Grizzlies were able to increase their lead. They had a 10, well, actually they were up 10 in the first. Highclimbers closed that to 8, and then now they're up 14 at halftime. So we're just a couple of minutes away from the third quarter. Still waiting for the Highclimbers to come out. Grizzlies are out there. Pretty loose. They finished 4th in the state in 1A, single A last year. And pretty much everybody returned. So this is a good test for the Highclimbers tonight. So you're facing a state caliber team, even though from a smaller school. We will take another timeout. We'll be back with the third quarter. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
If you are interested in how our local government works, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, gives you the opportunity to watch our elected officials in action. Every Monday you can watch the Shelton City Commission, while you can catch the Mason County Commission every Tuesday. These are live broadcasts, but you can also watch them online at your leisure or tune into a rebroadcast on Hood Canal Communications local channel. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, your source for local information.
What do you think it would be like to teach? Chances are, you have no idea. Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, proving that greatness can be found in everyday places, and that you don't need to be famous to be unforgettable. That's what it's like to teach.
Highclimbers start out the third quarter with the ball. There's Jason Kenyon with it. Soon over to McCullough, to Kimball, to Giraldus. Back to McCullough. McCullough finds Kimball, now back to Giraldus. Kenyon with it, throws it down to Kimball off his leg, rolls to Colbinson. Then out to Kenyon. Kenyon gets it back over to Kimball. Finds Giraldus cutting to the bucket. Stapes fadeaway that drops in. Drew 3 people on him. Still managed to out-jump everybody. Here comes Adams the other way. Now there's Steen with it. Steen with it to the foul line. To Varner. Varner on the three-point arc. Comes up short with a shot. Rebound pulled down by McCullough. And here comes Kenyon the other way for the Highclimbers. Bounce it down to Colbinson. Stolen away by Nash. He just muscled that away. Don't put it on the floor. Here come the Grizzlies. There's Adams with it. To Spradlin. Down to Adams on the box near side. Works his way in. Steps by. Double team. Puts it up and in. 16 points for him. There's McCullough. to Colbinson. Colbinson to Kenyon. And there's Kimball to McCullough, driving in, slashing in, finds Kenyon. Kenyon trying to dribble, penetrate. Up top to Giraldus. Giraldus behind the back with a little spin move. Steen's going to be called with his second foul. Might even be his third. My little sheet's a little hard to read. Actually, yes, it is his third. I was wrong about that. So Steen has 3. Adams has 3. It'll be baseline inbounds for the Highclimbers to the left of the backboard. Ryan Espedal will step back onto the court for the Grizzlies. And a lob into Kimball that goes awry, and Werner goes the other way after the turnover. That's 11 on the Highclimbers. Werner drew the foul on Shelton. Kimball picked up his third. And the line for 2 free throws is going to be Jace Varner. Short on the first one. Varner is now 2 for 3 at the free throw line. That is. Hitzman will step back onto the court for the Highclimbers. Marshall McCullough will get a rest. Second free throw goes up and in for Varner, give him 5 points. And here come the Highclimbers to Hitzman to the 3-point arc, to the baseline, stops, draws the triple team, and he'll have handed off to Kimball to put it off the glass and in. 11 points for Kyle. Cutting into this lead a bit. And here is Adams with it to Radlin, to Nash. Finds a wide open Varner. Will just lay it up the glass or up over the hoop. And here comes Kenyon the other way. Over to Hitzman, far side. Waves off Kenyon, keeps his dribble at the top. Going to go one-on-one, throws it to the baseline. Giraldus, jumper, in, nothing but net. Quickly come the Grizzlies. There's Nash with it. Finds Varner, cutting to the hoop and laying it off the glass and in is going to be Adams. Here comes Hitzman. Hitzman gonna slash to the hoop, lost the ball. Finds Colbinson to lay off the glass and in. There's Adams. Over to Varner, looking for Adams again. We'll get it over to Spradlin. Spradlin at the top. Down it goes to Varner, up top to Adams. Adams will drive on Giraldus, right to the hoop, scoops it up, comes up short, rebound, pop, goes in the hands of Nash. And out it goes to Spradlin. To Adams, who thought somebody was under the hoop and hooked the pass down to nobody, and that'll be 11 turnovers on Hoquiam. Highclimber ball, trailing by 12. McCullough will return for the Highclimbers. And Steen will also step on the court for the Grizzlies. And Matt Brown will step onto the court for the Grizz as well. Jason Kenyon will bring the ball up. Throw it over to McCullough. Now to Hitzman. Hitzman, nice little move, goes right to the hoop, puts it off the glass and in. Hitzman with only 4 points so far tonight. And cutting the lead down to 10 are the Highclimbers. There's Adams. Steen tried to save it, and he does right off the elbow of Hitzman. It'll stay with the Grizzlies under their backboard. Almost all the way in the corner. 10-point lead for the Grizzlies. They have the ball. Adams will inbounds it. Throw it into Varner to Steen. He'll take the three. He'll hit the three. Oh boy. Second three in the ball game for Steen. And here comes Hitzman. Hitzman gonna get a foul, draw a foul on the floor on the drive on the Grizzlies. And that'll go on Jack Adams, his fourth. And quickly off the bench for the Grizzlies is Anthony Nash. Adams will sit down with 4 fouls. It'll be baseline inbounds for the Highclimbers. Hitzman will trigger the play. Inbounds to Kenyon. Kenyon drives baseline, draws double team, had the ball stripped, but Steen just picked up his fourth. And they can't believe he did that. So this time Jason Kenyon's at the line for 2 free throws. He is 3 for 5. Actually, they will not call Steen with that foul. It will go on Spradlin. First free throw popped out. So Spradlin picked up his second. Kenyon missed the first free throw. Get another one. Missed them both. Kimball had it, lost it out of bounds. And that will go over to the Grizzlies. Leading by 13. Runner will get it into Steen, and here come the Grizzlies. Steen taking his time, bringing up the ball. Over goes to Varner now. It's in the hands of Radlin. He'll try to drive. Turned around, and there's Nash with it. Had it back to Radlin. Gets a screen from Brown. Throws it over to Varner. Varner fakes the long 2. Finds it back to Spradlin. Lobbing it down to Brown. Tapped in away, and a steal by the Highclimbers. And a steal the other way. Brown throws it up to Steen. Steen threw it to himself, and that's a double dribble. And now we're going to have a foul away from the ball. And I'm not sure what the exchange is all about. I think there was a double dribble in the end. So it's a Highclimber ball as McCullough will get it in to Kenyon. He'll one-handed to Giraldus. Giraldus spinning in the paint. Little fadeaway dropped in for Tyler. Give him 8 points. Here comes Spradlin the other way. Goes to Varner. Varner. And a whistle away from the ball now. Steen picked up his 4th. Just kind of disregarded Hitzman. So there's 2 starters for the Grizzlies on the bench with 4 fouls. Steen and Adams. Checking into the ball game will be Ryan Espedal. Lead is 11 for the Grizzlies. Shelton has the ball. Here comes Jason Kenyon. Near side to Marshall McCullough. Down to Giraldus. Tyler splitting the double team. Nice move. Puts it up, and it dropped out but drew the foul. What a move by Tyler. And 5 team fouls on the Grizzlies. The second on Anthony Nash. Giraldus at the line for a couple of free throws. Trying to cut into this Grizzly lead. Got the first one. So Jack Adams III will step back onto the court for the Grizzlies. He has 4 personal fouls. And Shelton's Tyler Giraldus missed the second free throw. Varner with the rebound. And he'll get up to Spradlin. Spradlin will bring it across the midcourt stripe. Slow pace being very patient are the Grizzlies. Bradlin, high post feed to Varner. Varner lost the ball. Here comes Marshall McCullough. Up it goes to Kenyon. Kenyon to the hoop off the glass, and it dropped in. Quickly up it goes to Varner. Varner one-on-one on Giraldus. Fade away in the paint off the glass and in. Lead is back up to 10. Is down to 8 for a moment. It's Marshall McCullough for Shelton. Drive inside the paint out. It goes to Giraldus. Giraldus jumper, same spot as he did a couple of times before and hits it. And is back down to 8. Here comes Adams the other way, splitting a double team. Lost the handle, but tracked it down. Throws it over to Varner. Varner to Espedal. Espedal back and forth over to Varner. Varner in the corner far side. Now Espedal hooks it down to Adams, fronted and stolen away. Tyler Giraldus with the ball for the Shelton. Throws it up to Kimball. Kimball down to Kenyon. Kenyon wasn't expecting the pass, and then there's actually going to be a foul on Tyler. So that will go down as a second team foul on the Highclimbers and the second on Tyler. All those is 4 on Kyle Kimball. Was it on Kimball? I guess it was on Kimball instead. So Travis Colmanson will step on for Kimball. James will return for the Grizzlies. Here comes Adams. Adams to the top of the key. We'll throw it over to Nash down to Varner. Varner, nice little hook pass to a cutter, and that is Adams. Leads back up to 10. Here comes Hitzman over to McCullough. McCullough between the circles, going to drive to the foul line, side of the paint, right to the hoop off the glass and in. And that's Marshall McCullough's first basket. Lead is now 8 for Hoquiam with the ball. Here's Varner to Espedal. Espedal try to lob it down to James. Adams will put it up and in. 10-point lead for the Grizzlies. The Highclimbers have the ball with 10 seconds to go here in the quarter, and McCullough will drive to the hoop and lay it off the glass and in. Inbounds goes to James, and that'll be 3. So the Grizzlies still maintain the lead, but it is down to 8. 52-44. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Emerging science indicates access to high-speed internet during the school years can lead to positive outcomes, including, but not limited to, streamlined acquisition of data, academic achievement, career advancement, satisfying relationships, cuter children, joy. Our scientific conclusion? Call now and get the HCC Internet and Voice Bundle for the everyday low price of $44.95. Call today and save.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only place for live coverage of high school basketball in Mason County. Our next broadcast is next Wednesday when the Shelton boys take on River Ridge in the North Thurston Holiday Tournament. Tip-off is 5:15 only on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
It'll be a Hoquiam ball to start out the fourth and final period of this game. They lead 52-44. Inbounds goes from the front court to Varner. Varner into the corner to Nash, down to Adams. Adams got a muscled one in there. Coaching staff for Hoquiam wanted a foul on that, didn't get it. Here comes Hitzman the other way for the Highclimbers. Gonna go right to the hoop, put it up, drew the foul on Hoquiam. And that will go on Anthony Nash, his third. Caleb Hitzman is at the free throw line for Shelton. They're mopping up some more moisture on the court. And Hitzman's at the line. He is 2 for 4, is 4 points tonight. First free throw goes in. They get another one. High climber lineup is Dylan Paul, Marshall McCullough, Caleb Hitzman, Travis Colbinson, and Jason Kenyon. Hitzman's second free throw in and out. Rebound pulled down by Varner for the Grizzlies, and they'll bring it up to Steen. Steen to the foul line. Out it goes to Spradlin. Spradlin drives baseline, finds Varner, blocked by Kenyon, out of bounds. Crowd like that one. So it's a baseline inbounds for the Grizzlies, or not. No, they're going to say that went off of the Grizzlies, and here comes Jason Kenyon for the High Climbers. Marshall McCullough gets the ball. To Kenyon near side, looks in the corner to Paul. Dillon will put it on the floor and bounce it up to Hitzman. Hitzman working way beyond the arc now. There's McCullough. Back to Hitzman. To McCullough. Over to Kenyon. Back to McCullough. Around to Hitzman. Hitzman will take the open three. Oh, that's off. Rebound goes out to McCullough. McCullough to the foul line. Right to the hoop. Puts it up short. Got his own rebound. Lost it and got it back. Turn around and hook a pass right to the wrong guy. And here comes Adams the other way. Out it goes to Steen. Steen for three. Nope. Rebound pulled down by Colbinson. Colbinson will bring it up. Throw it up to Paul. Dillon to the hoop. Oh, and he hits the bucket. And the High Climbers have now pulled within 7. There's Nash with it. Bounce it over to Spradlin. Spradlin way outside, setting up the offense. And there's going to be a whistle away from the ball. That'll be on Hitzman, I believe, his third. It's been a pretty physical game. Second personal on Caleb. It'll be baseline inbounds for the Grizzlies. Nash will trigger the play. Giraldus and Kimball step back onto the court for the High Climbers. Paul and McCullough. Inbounds goes to Varner. Over to Adams. Adams is a bigger man on him, and Giraldus directing some traffic to Varner. Now that's Baldwin. And then there's a whistle away from the ball as Hitzman and Steen are battling under the hoop, and Steen just fouled out. 8 points. And that's a 7th team foul. And he's going to the locker room as he is really upset. And I think we're also going to have a technical. And we do have a technical. I don't know how you can give him a technical when he's not even on the court. So Tyler Giraldus will go to the free throw line for the technical free throws as the High Climbers have battled their way back into this ballgame. Giraldus got the first one. He'll get one more. And lead is now down to 6. Oh, Giraldus missed the second free throw. But Marshall McCullough will return. Travis Culbertson will sit down. It'll be High Climber ball after the technical foul. So Hitzman will inbounds it. Get it into Kenyon in the backcourt. Kenyon will bring it up over to McCullough. McCullough to the corner. Giraldus. Tyler up top to Kenyon, to Hitzman, to McCullough. into the corner, near side now. Kimball to Hitzman, looking low. Lob it down to Giraldus, out to Kenyon. Kenyon spinning and hands it off to McCullough. McCullough pull-up jumper, drops in. 6 points for him. And the lead is now 4 for the Grizzlies. Comes Adams, actually that's Varner. Down it goes, and Varner double pumps to the hoop and dropped one in. And a full timeout called by Hoquiam. 5:17 to go in the ball game. 6-point lead for the Grizzlies. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Are you looking for an affordable TV service option?
Hood Canal Communications has good news.
Introducing HCC IPTV.
Get local Seattle TV at an affordable price without lengthy contracts or hidden fees.
IPTV uses your broadband connection from HCC.
For a limited time, get your first 3 months for free.
Need broadband? HCC has got you covered. Ask about broadband options in your area. Call 898-2481 today.
Learn more at hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
If you are interested in how our local government works, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, gives you the opportunity to watch our elected officials in action. Every Monday you can watch the Shelton City Commission, while you can catch the Mason County Commission every Tuesday. These are live broadcasts, but you can also watch them online at your leisure or tune into a rebroadcast on Hood Canal Communications local channel. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, your source for local information.
Highclimber ball coming out of the timeout after the bucket, as the Highclimbers had pulled it to within 4. Now they're trailing by 6. Here comes Jason Kenyon. Over to McCullough. Marshall to the baseline. Giraldus attacks the bucket, puts it up and in. Tyler with 14 points. And here comes Spradlin. Spradlin looking the court over, hands it off. I'm thinking that's Espedal. Espedal got away with a palm there. Gets it back to Spradlin. Spradlin finds Nash to Varner to Nash. Lob it to Varner, and over the top's going to be Giraldus, I believe. Either way, it's the 4th team foul on the Highclimbers. Personal foul will go on whom? That'll go on Giraldus, his second. 4:34 to go in this ball game. 4-point lead for the Grizzlies. They have the ball. Baseline inbounds. In it goes. Jumper by Nash is off. Rebound goes to Varner. Out to Nash. And Nash will hand it off to Spradlin. Spradlin running the point since the ejection, I guess you could say, of Steen fouled out. Spradlin in some trouble, bounces it over to Varner. Varner lobs it over the head, and a steal by the Highclimbers, trying to get it down to Adams. Here comes Hitzman. Hitzman crossing midcourt. It over to Kenyon, into the corner to McCullough. Finds Hitzman. Now there is Kimball to Kenyon, back to Kimball, over to Hitzman. Hitzman for 3. That's in and out and back in. Threes were not falling earlier. They seem to be falling now. The Grizzlies have gone to a zone defensively. And here comes Adams, hooks it out. The 3 is a bad miss, and the rebound goes to Giraldus. Here comes Kenyon the other way. Kenyon between the circles, and he'll wisely set the offense as the Highclimbers are down 1. There's McCullough. Hook it off, reverse layup goes. 8 points for Marshall. And the Highclimbers are up 1. There's Adams with it. Guarded by McCullough, behind the back, draws a double team, gets by the double team, kick it out. 3 on the way by Spradlin. No, rebound pulled down by, I think it was Adams. No, it was not, it was Varner, but Adams got it this time, steps by the defense, put it up, drew a foul, and they're gonna say Giraldus is gonna be called with the foul. It's 3 on him, 5 team fouls. So at the line for a couple of free throws is Jack Adams. Got the first one. I have 23 points for him. 30-second timeout called by the Highclimbers. We'll step aside. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
2:45 to go in this ball game. The Highclimbers and the Grizzlies knotted up at 57. The Highclimbers have come back from being down by 14 points. And they were up by 1 just a moment ago. Now the ball game is tied. But Jack Adams III has an opportunity to give the Grizzlies a lead again. Missed it. Rebound, Hitzman. So we're all knotted up. And here come the Highclimbers up to McCullough. McCullough down to Kimball. Back to McCullough for 3. Yes! And Adams coming right back. Espinal with it. Can't see him very much. He's got a lot of action up to Nash. Nash down, picked off by McCullough. Up it goes to Kimball. Kimball puts it off the glass and in. 18 turnovers by my count for the Grizzlies. And a foul by Kenyon, just slowing the pace down here. Highclimbers up 5. The 6th team foul, I believe, on the Highclimbers. And Kenyon picked up his 2nd. And we have another timeout. Full 1, 2:10 to go in this ball game. Highclimbers up 5, 62 to 57. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only place where you can find live coverage of high school basketball in Mason County. We are featuring the Shelton Highclimbers and the North Mason Bulldogs, and your business can join in. For as low as $15 a game, you can show your support for these student athletes. Whether you are a high climber or a bulldog or just want to be part of the excitement on the hardwood, we have the advertising package that will fit your needs. Contact Mason Web TV, powered by HCC today, and show your support.
Iowa 1. Got a little bit of kick to it.
Houston, do you copy?
Grizzlies ball coming out of the timeout. Comes Esperdal, or Esperlin. I'm sorry, Spradlin, excuse me. There's Adams drawing a double team. Finds Varner in the paint. Out it goes to Spradlin. Adams will just take it and hit a 3. What a game by that gentleman. And the Highclimbers forcing it up, and they're going to turn it right over. Adams has the ball. Trailing by 2, down to Varner, out it goes to Spradlin for 3. That goes in! And the Grizzlies quick 6 points. And they lead by 1. Here's Hitzman for the Highclimbers. Going right to the hoop is Hitzman. He came up short, and the rebound pulled down by Varner. Up they go quickly to Spradlin. Spradlin will set the offense for the Grizzlies. They lead by 1 with 1:05 to go in the ball game. Crowd on their feet here in the Mini-Dome. Spradlin hands it off. Adams for 3. Ooh, off the glass. Geraldus corrals and protects that rebound. And a timeout has been called. Full timeout called. 52 seconds to go in the ball game. Highclimbers have the ball, trailing by 1. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only place for live coverage of high school basketball in Mason County. Our next broadcast is next Wednesday when the Shelton boys take on River Ridge in the North Thurston Holiday Tournament. Tip-off is 5:15 only on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Highclimber ball coming out of the timeout. They trail by 1 with 52 seconds to go in the game. Geraldus, Kimball, Kenyon, Hitzman, and McCullough on the court for Shelton. McCullough will inbounds it. Get it into Kenyon. Kenyon brings it up near side. Center of the court now. Spinning around, handing off to McCullough. McCullough will run things on Adams, going one-on-one. Out it goes. Hitzman fakes the three. Gets it down to Kimball off the glass and in. Kimball puts the Highclimbers up by 1, 30 seconds in the game. There's a Spradlin to the three-point arc, hands it off to Adams. Adams working in front of his bench, directing traffic. He'll drive baseline, stop, bump into the man, and a blocking foul is called as Kenyon had nice position, but the referee said, nope, you're moving, son. So Adams is at the line for a couple of free throws. He is 1 for 4 at the free throw line. 20 seconds to go in the ball game, and he can tie and potentially put his team back on top. First free throw, short. He'll get one more. Highclimbers up 1 with 20 seconds. Adams' second free throw, that sneaks in there, and it's all knotted up. Here's Kenyon with it for Shelton. 15 seconds to work, and a timeout has been called. Full timeout, 15 seconds, tie ball game. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
Knotted up in a good one again here tonight. Non-league contests for the Shelton Highclimbers have turned into some good ball games. Last night, Highclimbers needed overtime to beat North Mason. Tonight we have 15 seconds in a tie ball game with Hoquiam. Highclimbers have the ball with Geraldus, Kimball, Hitzman, Kenyon, and McCullough. Defensively, let's see here. We have Nash, Varner, Adams, Spradlin, and Espindahl for the Grizzlies. We sideline inbound, far sideline. Hitzman will trigger the play. Get it into Kenyon. Kenyon hands it off to McCullough. McCullough will run things with 10 seconds now. He's going to drive to the hoop, fade away, falls off, rebound pulled down by Varner, and what do we have, a timeout or a foul? Really a foul. Nope, it was a timeout. I'm sorry. Full timeout called. We will step aside. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only place where you can find live coverage of high school basketball in Mason County. We are featuring the Shelton Highclimbers and the North Mason Bulldogs, and your business can join in. For as low as $15 a game, you can show your support for these student athletes. Whether you are a high climber or a bulldog, or just want to be part of the excitement on the hardwood, we have the advertising package that will fit your needs. Contact Mason Web TV, powered by HCC today, and show your support.
Back at the mini dome. 4 seconds remain. 64 all. The Grizzlies have to go the length of the floor or draw a foul, as both teams are at 17 fouls. Highclimbers come out defensively with Hitzman, McCullough, Kimball, Kenyon, and Giraldus. Offensively for the Grizzlies, Espinal, Varner, Nash, Adams, and Spradlin. Varner will trigger the play from the baseline. 4 ticks to go the length of the court to Nash. Nash will get it up, and a steal and a launch up at midcourt by Giraldus, but we're going to head to overtime. 64 all. We're heading to overtime. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Are you looking for an affordable TV service option?
Hood Canal Communications has good news.
Introducing HCC IPTV.
Get local Seattle TV at an affordable price without lengthy contracts or hidden fees.
IPTV uses your broadband connection from HCC.
For a limited time, get your first 3 months for free.
Need broadband? HCC has got you covered. Ask about broadband options in your area. Call 898-2481 today.
Learn more at hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only place for live coverage of high school basketball in Mason County. Our next broadcast is next Wednesday when the Shelton boys take on River Ridge in the North Thurston Holiday Tournament. Tip-off is 5:15 only on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
So we're back for the overtime period. 64 all between the Highclimbers and the Grizzlies. Giraldus and it looks like Adams will meet at center circle to get this OT started. Giraldus taps it back and it goes out of bounds. So it's going to go to the Grizzlies. So sideline inbounds below us. Looks like Nash will trigger the play. Gets it in to Spradlin. Blocked and rejected by the Highclimbers. Recovered, and here comes Kimball the other way. He'll put it up short, but drew the foul. He hit a deck hard. So the Highclimbers are going to head to the line. Personal foul went on whom? That went on Nash, and that'll be his 4th. So Kyle Kimball's at the line for a couple of free throws here in overtime. Got the first one. Second free throw for Kimball. In and out, rebound pulled down by Varner. Up it goes to Espinal. Quickly up the other way to Spradlin. His jumper falls off. Rebound pulled down by Giraldus. And here he comes out of the pack. Throw back and set the offense to Hitzman. Hitzman up to Giraldus. Giraldus spinning, fading away on the baseline. That goes in. And a steal by Kimball on the sidelines to McCullough. Out to Kenyon. Kenyon to Hitzman in the corner near side. He'll set the offense. Leading by 3 here in OT. And here's Kimball with it. He's going to drive, had it stolen by Adams. Adams lost the ball. And another turnover going back the other way. Here's Hitzman. Actually, no, that's Kimball. McCullough over to Kimball. Kimball to Giraldus to Kimball. Kimball for 3 in the corner. This short. Rebound pulled down by Espinal. And here comes Adams. Adams the other way for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 3. They'll get it over to Spradlin. Spradlin top of the key for 3. Way outside. No. Rebound pulled down by Kyle Kimball. And there's going to be a foul on Nash going the other way. So we'll walk to the north end of the mini dome. And a 1-and-1 coming for Shelton. Nash picked up his 5th foul. So 1-and-1 for Kyle Kimball. He is 1 for 2 at the free throw line tonight. He has 16 points. There's 19 fouls on the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies and the Highclimbers have met. This will be the third year, I believe, that they faced each other, and the Highclimbers have yet to beat the Grizzlies. Kimball at the line for the first of his 1-and-1. Got the first one. They'll get another one. Lead is now 4 for Shelton. Short on the second one, rebound tapped and controlled by the Highclimbers. Giraldes out to Kimball, to Kenyon, Kenyon to Hitzman. Hitzman thought about a 3 for a second. They're going to run a play. Hitzman draws out the defense. Over goes to McCullough, down to Giraldes, double teamed. Lost the handle, lost it again. And here come the Grizzlies. Up it goes to Espedal. Espedal to the hoop. Blew the layup, rebound. Hitzman for Shelton. Hitzman hands it over to Kenyon, to the trailer, Giraldes. Finds the cutter, it's McCullough to the hoop. Dropped in! Up 6 with 2 minutes to go in OT. The Highclimbers have the lead. Shelton has Hoquiam has the ball. Spradlin bringing it up between the circles. Hands it off to Adams. Adams for 3, that's off. Rebound, Giraldes for Shelton. He'll throw it the length of the court, actually up to Kimball. Down to McCullough off the glass and in. 15 points for for Marshall, excuse me. And here comes Adams the other way. 8-point lead for the Highclimbers. Grizzlies have the ball. Here comes James. James into the paint, right to the hoop, puts it up, popped out, rebound tapped by Adams. He controls it, and there's going to be a whistle between Giraldes and, actually that's Varner, excuse me. And they're going to call a foul on Varner. Nope, they're going to call a foul on Giraldes. That's 5 on Tyler. And he goes out with 16 points. Actually, no, they're going to say 4 on him. Nope, he didn't fall out. So Varner's at the line for 1-and-1, missed it. Rebound tapped up, and Kenyon comes up with it. He just took a collision with Spradlin, and we'll walk to the other end. And Kenyon will shoot a 1-and-1. Nope, it'll be 2 shots. Spradlin picked up his 4th. Or 3rd, excuse me. So Kenyon's at the line for a couple of free throws in OT. Got the first one, he'll get another one. It's 8 points tonight. Had 9 against North Mason last night in overtime, in an overtime game. Back-to-back games and back-to-back overtimes for the Highclimbers. Can bring him up by 10 by hitting the second one, but he doesn't. Rebound calls to Spradlin, and he'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Minute 10 to go in this ball game in overtime, and a steal by the Highclimbers. Kenyon will get it up to Kimball. Kimball will get to McCullough. He'll cut to the bucket and lay it in the glass. 6 points in the OT, 17 for the game. Espedal with it for the Grizzlies. Looking for some space, he'll throw it. And another turnover, yes. Kenyon will throw it up, but he'll throw it right back into the hands of the Grizzlies. And a 3 on the way from way outside, no. Rebound goes to James. James will turn and throw a 3 up that goes in. And we have a 30-second timeout with 30 seconds to go and a 9-point lead for the Highclimbers.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only place for live coverage of high school basketball in Mason County. Our next broadcast is next Wednesday when the Shelton boys take on River Ridge in the North Thurston Holiday Tournament. Tip-off is 5:15 only on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
And it is overtime, 30 seconds remain, and the Shelton Highclimbers have a 75-66 lead on the Hoquiam Grizzlies. James just hit a 3, so it'll be Highclimber ball. Have to go to the length of the floor. Giraldus, Kimball, McCullough, Hitzman, and Kenyon. On the floor, Giraldus can run. He's going to throw it into Kenyon. Kenyon has a 2-on-2, blows by the guy that crosses him. Over it goes to Hitzman. Hitzman back to Kenyon, over to Giraldus. Giraldus will lob it to McCullough, and a little quick touch foul on the Grizzlies. 2 shots coming for Marshall McCullough. 4 fouls on Spradlin now. McCullough's at the line for 2 free throws. Highclimbers up 9 with 18 seconds to go here in overtime. Oh, they're actually going to be Spradlin's 5th personal. That's what I thought. And he fouled out with 12 points. It looks like Brown will return. I'm assuming that's Matt Brown, number 44. I don't have a 44 on my lineup sheet. I have a 42. McCullough hits the first free throw. He'll get another one. Lead is back up to 10. Second free throw, short. James will rebound it, get it up to Adams. Adams to the 3-point arc. He's going to try and drive to the side and launch a 3 that was a prayer. McCullough with a rebound and gets it up to Kimball. Knocked out of bounds. And that will go to the Grizzlies with 5 seconds to go in the ball game. Espinal inbounds it, throw it into Adams. Adams, he's fouled, but there's no whistle on that as this game is over, and the Highclimbers in overtime knock off the Hoquiam Grizzlies 76-66. We will take a timeout. We'll be back and wrap this thing up. What a game in overtime. Back-to-back nights, back-to-back games, back-to-back OTs. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Emerging science indicates access to high-speed internet during the school years can lead to positive outcomes, including, but not limited to, streamlined acquisition of data, academic achievement, career advancement, satisfying relationships, cuter children, joy. Our scientific conclusion? Call now and get the HCC Internet and Voice Bundle for the everyday low price of $44.95. Call today and save.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore, and frustration a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy and giving up impossible. I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought and unconventional methods common. I'm a teacher. I make more.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only place where you can find live coverage of high school basketball in Mason County. We are featuring the Shelton Highclimbers and the North Mason Bulldogs, and your business can join in. For as low as $15 a game, you can show your support for these student athletes. Whether you are a Highclimber or a Bulldog or just want to be part of the excitement on the hardwood, we have the advertising package that will fit your needs. Contact Mason Web TV, powered by HCC today, and show your support.
In my grocery store, you never know what's around the corner. It's not just about the groceries, it's about the game. And there's always a twist. Sorry, this one's called 5 items or less. Stop working! Woo!
All new, Sunday night at 8, Guys Grocery Games on Food Network.
Another overtime, another win for the Shelton Highclimbers. They knock off the Hoquiam Grizzlies 76-66 in overtime. The Highclimbers held the Grizzlies to only 3 points. Actually, was it 3? No, it was 2 points in the overtime. So, yeah, I was looking down my sheet. It was only 2 points. So the final was 76-66. The Highclimbers were led by Marshall McCullough, 18 points, Kyle Kimball, 17 points, Tyler Geralda, 16 points. Jason Kenyon and Caleb Hitzman each scored 8, 7 for Travis Colbinson, who got the start tonight, and Dylan Paul added a bucket. For the Grizzlies, despite Jack Adams III's 27 points, they fall. Next leading scorer is Jason Varner. He ended up with 13, 12 for Zach Spradlin. 8 for Jared Steen, who fouled out in the fourth quarter. 5 for Ryan Espedal. And a bucket for Victor James, the only bucket in the overtime for the Grizzlies. So the Highclimbers gutted out one. They were down by as many as 14 points in the second quarter, and chipped away, tied the ball game. Actually, we're up 5 with 2 minutes 20 seconds to go. The Grizzlies went with a couple of 3 balls right after that on a turnover. Went up by 1, and then it was back and forth, and it ended up with a 64-all tie after regulation. And then the Highclimbers turned things on in the OT to outscore the Grizzlies in that extra 4 minutes. So Coach Marshall said to me in the pregame that he hoped to do this in 4 quarters, but he needed an extra one, or extra half one, to get another win. So 2 wins under his belt, and in substitution for Derek Greenville, who is out of town on personal business. So the Highclimbers do improve to 4-3 on the season. The Grizzlies drop to 5-4. Our next broadcast will be a week from tonight from North Thurston High School, as the Highclimbers will take on River Ridge at 5:15. We'll have that game for you on the web only from what I call the Purple Palace in Lacey. Again, the final in overtime, Shelton 76, Hoquiam 66. We will talk to you in a week. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Dedrick Allan.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only place for live coverage of high school basketball in Mason County. Our next broadcast is next Wednesday when the Shelton boys take on River Ridge in the North Thurston Holiday Tournament. Tip-off is 5:15 only on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.